Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Love blindness to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, true well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, man. You Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman, and this week's topic is going to be entitled "The Lord is only dealing with one people." You know, for some reason, it's hard for people to wrap their head around the fact that the Heavenly Father is only dealing with one nation. Out of all the 18 nations, He's only dealing with the nation of Israel, which are scattered amongst other nations. The book of Surah, 17th chapter and the 17th verse tells us that He has set rulers over other nations. But Israel is the Lord's portion. The word portion goes back to the word part, you know, in the Latin, part. So the part that the Most High has chosen out of the nations, out of all these nations, the part that He's dealing with is the nation of Israel. And we could see in times that the Most High could make one creation greater than the next. Let's look at the male and female. Males are physically dominant, more dominant physically than women. Superior strength, bigger, faster, stronger than women. So we see that the Most High could create a separation between male and female. And we also have scriptures proving that the Most High has a favoritism in terms of animals. He likes, you know, the lamb, the dove, the lion. You know, he puts certain animals above other animals. So what's so hard to fathom that He could have a nation that is above other nation and that He is show favoritism towards, because the Most High deals with favoritism. Prime example, the best example of that is His elect. The elect of the nation of Israel didn't do anything to earn their spot. It was all favoritism. The scriptures tell you that, you know, he whom He foreknew in the book of Romans. I believe that's 8 and 32. 29 to 32 goes in the fact of predestination. Did they do anything special to get that lot? Nah, man, it was just complete favoritism. The Most High said, "Well, these are the spirits that I'm going to make be a part of my 144,000. So, too, with the nation, He shows a bit of favoritism. That's why He says in the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19, He shows His words and His statutes unto Jacob. He hath not dealt so with any nation." Fuck it, brothers. Fucking yawn demon, I guess. Really tired, but the Spirit of the Lord, our brother says, is going to guide me through this lesson. That's why I said, listen, man, I'm just going to keep it simple. To us it's simple. I can't even say it's simple. To us it's simple because the scriptures tells us that, you know, this word is simple. It's not super complex, but it comes across as super complex and deep to those that are not meant to get it. Romans 11 and 7. You know, they were blind to this shit. The things that we say go over their head. But to us, it's clear as day. Just like how you have the Matrix. And you look at the Matrix screen, everything's in code. But the ones of them that can read the Matrix code, they can see it, it's just plain as day to them. So when we go into these scriptures and we say certain things like, look, man, the Lord's only dealing with the nation of Israel. You know, you can read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You can read Ecclesiastes 17:17. But if the Most High didn't open your mind to it, you're never going to get it. You go in scriptures, you can read scriptures till you blow in your face. If the Most High does not open your understanding to this Bible, you will never get it in a billion years, man. And that goes back to what I'm talking about now, favoritism. That the Most High deals with favoritism. The Most High deals with, okay, I'm gonna separate. Even in the spiritual world, even in the spiritual heavens, there's separations, man. In different particular orders, but that's what that does. That creates order. All right, separating things creating order. They kind of make separation look like confusion, but separation really creates order. If you were to go to a store right now, just picture going to like a Rite Aid or Walgreens. Picture going to a Rite Aid or a Walgreens. and there's no aisles. You know what I'm saying? There's no aisles in the Walgreens, and you're trying to find an item, or even a wholesale club, you'll be in there for hours. You know? If you have the paper towel next to the eggs, like what? That mixing up shit, that shit creates confusion. Now, when you separate things, that establishes order. Even when you go in certain aisles, the aisles are separated. Like if I go into the, the toothpaste aisle, you're going to have the mouthwash separate from the toothbrushes, which establishes more order. So that's pretty much what the Heavenly Father did, man. He created an elect nation, and within that elect nation, there's also elect members, man. So that's that separation upon separation, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you have tons of scriptures letting you know that the Heavenly Father is only dealing with certain particular people. As for the nations, the book of Isaiah tells us that they're less than nothing, kind of just dust on a balance beam, man. They ain't shit. The Apostle Paul always used the analogy of going out and get a steak. You know, with the steak you might get some French fries and the peas and carrots, and the main thing on your mind is that steak. When that's Israel, the French fries, French fries like Esau, because Esau plays a major role in prophecy too. But the peas and carrots is like the nations. You might not even fucking eat no peas and carrots. You really go for the steak. So that's Israel, man. All right, that chosen, the main part that the Heavenly Father is focused upon, man, is the nation of Israel. And ain't nothing you can do about that, man. All right, that's just the way things are. And it's His words. You can't add on to it. And when you motherfuckers out there like to say that, the Lord is dealing with every nation, you're in a clear violation of Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter and the 2nd verse about adding on to the words. You're in violation of Proverbs chapter 30 verse. No, not 30. It's in the 30s, I believe. Well, no, I believe it's the 6th chapter and the 30th verse. Also, about adding a word in Revelation 22. Adding and taking away from the Heavenly Father's word is worthy of death. That right there proves that a lot of you guys got a lot of blood on your hands, man. Talking that bullshit that the Heavenly Father is dealing with everybody, all right? Because Malachi 3 and 6 tells us that the Heavenly Father doesn't change. Hebrews tells us that He's not one of variableness. All right? The Most High does not change. So here it is. He's been separating men, going all the way back to Adam, because you had the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. Which that's who Noah was trying to get on the ark, the sons of God. He wasn't trying to get every particular nation on the ark. He was just dealing with the sons of God, which at that time, that's what they were being called, but that really were the Israelites, sons of the powers. So he always had and we know that from the book of Wisdom of Solomon, because it tells us that the proud giants that perish were the same sons of God, the men of renown, Israel. They just weren't being called Israelites back then, man. Alright, but guess what? When they came back as Israelites, they still served their punishment in the form of 400 years of slavery in Egypt, man. We didn't just go into Egypt for 400 years of slavery for no reason. That was some sins we did in the past life before we was even called Israelites, man. So them chosen spirits, man, the chosen spirits, whether they be called Israelites or sons of God, or that's the group of spirits that the Heavenly Father is dealing with. And within those spirits, within that particular club, he even has a more finite club, which is his elect. All right, 1/3 of them particular spirits, man. And wait a minute, even within the 1/3, you got 144,000. So you see that, man? There's just separate, like again, aisles within the aisles, separating the aisles, and within. Alright, so you separate the aisles, and you got items in the aisles, like say you in the paste aisle, and then you want the Listerine. Okay, now I'm at the Listerine, but guess what? Now I want a specific brand of Listerine. Okay, now I got a specific brand. Now I want a specific amount. You see what I'm saying? So that's how the Most High is pretty much dealing with who He's dealing with, man. Hope that analogy helped. I know to the righteous this was simple and plain, but to the wicked, may this be a snare unto you, man, like King David said. I pray that the wicked never get this, man. The ones that are stumbling and not sincere about this thing, I pray you never open up I pray the Most High never open up your eyes. All right, but to the sincere that's searching and trying to get the understanding, I hope this lesson helped you. with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Makakadash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of great millstone true well. Citations to hope for the elect out there. Pardon me for all the yawning. I keep Salak, I'm tired. But, hey, Shalom.